Potter's Journal, February 2021. Kiln is cooling down yet, so while that's cooling, let's do a quick run here on the ski trails. Okay, so here is the last firing. I could not have been more pleased. This is in a little better light than you saw the purple glaze last time. Let's see if we can build on that. I certainly hope so. Okay, let's see what's in the kiln today. And this is a better look at that purple glaze again. I've used it with some different combinations because I've had some questions about some of the glazes I've been using. Making adjustments in the firing, and most things coming out right, but a couple still not making it, so maybe it is not at some point the firing, but the glazes. Now this one I did take longer than the last firing. I forgot to turn it up in the middle, so I took the same speed at the beginning and then same speed at the end, but an extended middle of the firing. So let's see what we got. I've been having trouble with, and oh no, look at that. And you know, I'm just going to have to be quiet because I don't, oh, this is. I've been having trouble with the medium cork and the snow on brick from standard, and at some point I said it's not the firing because everything else has gone right, but it may be the glaze, and not necessarily the glaze, but the nature of what goes into and makes the tanny glazes, that they're not as tolerant, that there's been a wide tolerance of the sea mist, and this is not what I usually get. Maybe because of the extended long firing it's still acceptable, but we're back to the it's more tolerant of wide and varied conditions. Oh, am I glad I got that special order last time. And this is, okay, my Celadon-like glaze that I showed you the chip and dip plate in the beginning. This time, okay, with an extended bit of the firing in the middle. That, you know, from what I can remember, everything was the same as to how it was applied, the glaze, except for the firing. And these two are still acceptable, whereas the, oh no, oh no, look at that. Oh, you know, I'm not sure what this is. I think this is a refire. That when the last video I said, look at the wasted space on top of the kiln, I was kind of joking, but this time I did get an extra shelf in here, and what I wanted to put there wouldn't fit. Oh no, so I've got this. I don't remember doing this. You know, that's not the only refire. This T-ball was also a refire, and it's a little bit rough, but okay, this is with the I made these on the kick wheel last summer with the white banded slip and the trailed bands of black slip that I then swipe through with a rib. And this one is the refire. This is why I don't seem to do refires. It still came out rough looking. And this one was not a refire, but a test of, and the glaze looks smooth, clean, even, a test of Standard's oatmeal. Now, I don't like the color as much as the snow on brick and the medium cork, but if it comes out clean, okay, in wide and varying conditions, and is more tolerant of variations in a firing, that's good. And you know, this is something I don't do, that swirling on the bottom, that I see a lot of people put it in there intentionally, which I declare as a very amateurish, and I almost caught the bird, but he decided to look away. Okay, here we go. This is the that glaze again, the oatmeal, with the grape on the inside, overlapping right there up to the lines. Now here it's on a black clay from standard. That's something I'm not ready to switch over to, but it was fine on that T-bowl as well. And one more. Oh, okay, some varying conditions on that oatmeal. This is the oatmeal again. And these were made a long time ago, but I sometimes put the egg separators aside so that when I have a new glaze, I can try it out. So here the egg separator is, and oh, this is of interest on the side. I dipped it halfway in the oatmeal, and then this is a thumb mark, and then in the grape. And the thumb mark did make an ear. And that could be done on face mugs too. And then there's this. Oh no! It's like I never fired Kiln before! Next shelf. Okay, on this extended firing, there are tests in here. 3 of them at least. In fact, the whole Kiln is tests. This is 3 of Standard's glazes: molten green transparent, pale seaweed, and hay bale. And these are over, here's a bisque piece. I'm testing them over slips with the clay body hazelnut. And definitely, okay, the extended middle of the fire has affected the slip underneath. It's barely evident, but it really does affect the finish of it. Okay, so this is the pale seaweed. Or no, wait, molten green transparent. Molten green transparent. I did it also on some little shots. Okay, the molten green transparent with the sea mist over top of it. And, most interesting. You know, I am going to have to do these tests again, because this is not what they'd look like with a regular firing. This is with the grape over top of it. And this little shot, I just poked some pokes in the side. And that's why I like the glaze a little bit thinner, because it shows that off. Some people, somebody recommended mixing them to specific gravity. I've come to see that there really actually is no specific gravity, and some artists use them thicker or thinner, so this is why we have to do the tests. Okay, this one is the molten green transparent. That was the last one. This is the pale seaweed. And you know, not that I'm going to repeat this firing, but okay, it looks pretty amazing on that piece. And I'd have to say, though, the glaze is a bit thicker than I normally use. I could say that it ran to the bottom, but it's not exceptionally thin on the lip. And here's the same 2 tests, except with the pale seaweed. The sea mist seemed to run all the way. But once again, that is with this extended firing, and the grape, okay, remained relatively stable. And the final in the test, the hay bale, in my quest for a beigey tan, yeah, there's no bubbles here. This came out nice and clean. It is a matte. I'm used to using a gloss, but at least with this extended firing, it looks good like that, and it really affected the white slip underneath. I don't think I would get these results again, because this is the sea mist, just that I've been using for so long, and it's very much different than it's looked in other pieces I've fired. And oh wow, and it almost ran off the pot. Fortunately, it didn't. Oh, wait, it did. Oh, great. Oh no, am I going to have a job here? Oh, and how smart is this? There's hardly any kiln wash on these things. I've been living on a nice edge for so long. It's been 3 years now, and this has never happened. How do you clean these things? Does anybody know? I don't even remember. Oh no, the next shelf. This was the test to see if my sea mist was the right thickness. You know, it is absolutely perfect the way it shows off the groove in the plate. I've got a dinnerware set to do. I am glad I didn't put the whole set in, because fired heavy or extra long like this is not acceptable. So hopefully we'll get that right. I do have the schedule before this worked out good, and these things kind of lost their color and their excitement. Oh no, and look at that. Where did that even come from? That's stuck to the shelf too. Oh no, let's concentrate on this. Okay, these little bowls are for the base. Something I've never done of the berry colander. So now I put extra work into something that, you know, is not premium. But, you know, that's not bad either. Oh, where did that glaze even come from to drip down there? The evil elves have been here. I know it. Oh, no. Great. It's stuck. Oh no, and it's right where the cylinder is too for the cone. Maybe I can lift 2 shelves out of... Oh, wait. Oh. Okay. It's separated. I thought I lost another one. I don't want to see anymore. Here we go. The little tray for the berry colander that was on the top shelf, except it's all pitted with pinholes. It's not necessary to have that item. I can replace it. But the glazes, okay, I've never had the sea mist come out with the pinholes in it. So in this case, it is me and the firing, but there's also the factor of the glaze in some of the other ones here. So there's multiple things happen here. It's hard to make a concrete judgment. When somebody does, I often question, okay, but what about this and this and this? One more to go. Let's get this over with. Okay, here's where I've been saying it is the glaze, the snow on brick, and the other one is the medium cork. But here it's more than the glaze. Here it's also my firing. So we put the two together and add them up. And okay, it spelled super disaster. Oh, maybe you want to see me put them in the bin. That's about the only thing we can do with them now. And, you know, those were on a lighter clay body. And I questioned whether it was just using them on the darker hazelnut clay. But here the medium cork is on the darker hazelnut clay, and it's not as bad as over there. So one theory you come up with, and then it's disproved on the next pot. Oh, and yeah, you know, this one I'm going to have to say, although not exactly the best it could be, is not bad at all, and is the success. And fortunately, yes, here on the big one, okay, most acceptable. So not what I was looking for, not the best it could be like on the chip and dip plate at the beginning, but most acceptable. And let's see, what did we do with the cone? It is well over and starting to prop itself up, so it was a little maybe +6, but it was also with an extended firing. So okay, one theory figured out and then disproved on the next pot. 2 plates, some mugs, a tea bowl. That is more than I'm willing to accept. Oh, and this, yeah, is not bad, but not what it is when it's spectacular. I've learned a little bit from the tests. However, these will have to be redone because I'm not going to go for those results again when everything else comes out bad. This is a garlic grater plate. Maybe I'll put a link down below to making it. And I will be doing more tests and looking more into the oatmeal because it came out clean. It came out clean. And you know, that's an interesting combination for a T-ball. That purple grape with the slips underneath. And the oatmeal. I'll show all the tests at some point when I get them put together. Okay, stop back and see what happens in the studio next week. Oh, you missed this one! When I was pulling that shelf out! I don't believe it! How could this happen? Enough of that. Enough of that. Enough of that. I've got my own private ski resort here. Look at this. Can I do this with one hand? Oh, wow. Oh, isn't this the best after that? Oh, I hope it never melts. When it does, I will get out the snowboard and we will head to the bigger mountains. Okay, stop back next week and see what we pull out of the kiln next time. It's got to be better than that. Oh, nothing could be better than this.